There's always a lot of talk about layer 2 solutions in cryptocurrency. A layer 2 solution basically is here to solve a problem that layer 1 has, right? I mean, sort of, if you get that, you know, or it's kind of implied, or basically that's the explanation. But the takeaway here is that get Exhibit on the line because he's about to pimp my blockchain. We got layer 2 solutions for your layer 2 solutions now. Yeah, and that's what we're going to be looking at today, and how these are actually super beneficial. Are you interested in earning some easy passive income mining Bitcoin? Well, thanks to our monthly sponsor, Compass, they can make that possible. They're based out of the US, they can ship miners to your house or connect you with big farms to have them co-located there, and they even service the entire world. Learn more about Compass with our link out in the video description below. My name is Vosk on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. You may not have heard of me, but you surely heard about my dog. Her name is Tails, and she is the cutest Dogecoin in the world ever. Yep, they made a coin about her. So, SX.technology, SX Network, and the SX token is what we are focusing on here today. And they make scaling for Polygon possible. And you're like, do you even need scaling on Polygon? Well, if you were very familiar with it, then actually you would say yes to that. They're also helping us scale the channel by making today's video possible. So scaling Polygon for DeFi, NFTs, and other Dapps, DeFi applications. It's interesting off the bat for me, but let's run through their tagline numbers here. Transaction volume over $100 million, community treasury over $50,000, and they're developing over 20 projects. So when you look at this, what do you see? Of course, I see it too. I see a StarCraft pylon, and guess what? We need to build more pylons, and you got to spawn more overlords. And what's the Terran one? We don't have enough supply for that. What do you another supply depot? I don't know. That one was less memorable. So spawn more overlords. Battle tested blockchain built with Polygon. It's built using the Polygon SDK with the Polygon team. It leverages the security of Polygon through checkpointing, ultra low gas fees without sacrificing on security. This layer 2 solution on top of Polygon is EVM compatible. Ethereum virtual machine. Basically almost all of the Dapps, decentralized applications that you know and probably love, are all built on EVM, unless you're on a unique blockchain, for example, like Solana. Direct investment into projects from the SX Community Fund. The SX Community Fund makes direct investments into projects. It has a huge war chest with access to a whopping 50% plus of the token supply, for better and worse. Community fund controlled via SX token holder voting. SX launched a prediction market called sportx, and 100% of the fees earned by this go into their community funds. So they have a self-funding treasury in that regard, which is pretty cool. Remember, we're dealing with Polygon, which means we're going to end up using Metamask. Make sure to watch our Metamask guide on how to get started with Metamask, and we have a specific guide on top of that, how to get started using Metamask with the Polygon blockchain. So, as you would probably guess, this is a Polygon token, right? But wait, it's also on Etherscan. Yeah, so the sportx token is traded on Ethereum, and the sportx token is also traded on Polygon. Over 500,000 transfers, 500,000, right, on Polygon, and not even 10,000 on the Ethereum chain. Yes, that is what SX stands for, sportx. It's their original just DAPP that they built. But they're looking to build out much more than just that DAPP, and that's why they have the whole SX network thing going on here. They've taken a positive stance of being complementary, right? They're not designed to be competitive. They want to be complementary with both Ethereum and Polygon ecosystems. They have an incentive alignment here. The SX network will resolve its fundamental tension by using the SX treasury to directly invest and fund the applications that run on the SX network, thereby acting as an on-chain ecosystem fund. They're big believers of skin in the game, SitG. If you don't have skin in the game with the SX network, you will not be impacting their future. You will not have a vote, which means that their token also functions as a governance token. You see, a lot of things come back to Polygon, and there's an interesting point I'll touch on here shortly. But Polygon is the dominant scalable solution for the Ethereum network, but gas prices on the Polygon POS have increased over 10,000 times already since basically about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago. But let's look at this. This is an interesting note. So they do have investors. Do not mistake that there are people into this coin for very cheap prices that you will not be able to attain. But what's cool about this, from their basically Polygon point of view, is that Sandeep Nawal, sorry man, I probably said your last name wrong, Nawal. It's getting worse. Point is, he's a co-founder of Polygon and an angel investor in this project. The SX network right now is trading at about 44 cents per token. It can easily be traded on decentralized exchanges on Ethereum, but you'll see the liquidity more so on Polygon naturally. They also have a centralized exchange listing. They are on Bitfinex, but their volume on there is painfully low. But it's not easy to get volume going, so I'm not really kind of hating, just as that's the fact of the matter. So we could go over to SushiSwap, good old sushi.com, and let's just say I want to put one MATIC into it, right? Very easy to do. I'm in here, I click swap. I've already connected my Metamask. I confirm the swap, it prompts it here in my Metamask. I confirm that I'd like to do that. And just like that, I completed a decentralized trade on a decentralized exchange. Pretty freaking cool, right? But there's also something that you may want to know about IDEX. IDEX is a hybrid liquidity DEX. Yeah, settle down. It's a decentralized exchange. It's a high performance order book with automated market making. That makes it an AMM. So it's everything that you may know and love with decentralized exchanges. The best thing about IDEX is the fact that they will block you if you're in the United States. Well, guess you're not really that decentralized then, are you, buddy? Well, you should change your name to just X, because I'm done with you. And you gotta drop the D. No more D. I'm not making any immature jokes, so don't even try to push me, alright? I already thought about making a lame joke, but I was like, I gotta keep it PG-13, but so SX Network has an audit that's being completed by Zokio.io, which I think is a fun name. It's like Tokyo with a Z. They're a venture studio that builds, secures, and funds crypto, DeFi, and NFT companies. They also create or perform security audits and penetration testing, as well as other security assessments. And they have an audit that they are working on, reportedly by SX Network of SX Network. But the point I was trying to get at, and the takeaway here, is simply that IDEX has farming that's taking place here for liquidity pairs for the SX token. So you can provide liquidity on IDEX. And with this, you can provide liquidity in the SX USDC pairing, and you would earn 41% returns. But you're earning IDEX. Just make sure you understand that. But farming mechanisms like this are very beneficial. You see a lot of different cryptocurrencies supported here are very beneficial for just helping a new project establish liquidity, which makes it easier for people to buy in and sell out. But more importantly, you hope to just have liquidity and have people that can basically buy big positions and get involved with the project and not just be obliterated with slippage. There are 3 founders, the SX Network founders. They are currently still building out their team page on their site, but this is a snapshot of what's being built. So Andrew Young, project lead, co-founder of SX Network and sportx. He's been a full-time crypto since 2017, specializes in the analysis of economic incentives and tokenomics of new DeFi projects. Before that, he worked on the trading floor of the Bank of Montreal on the ETF desk. So he regularly engages in DeFi-related podcasts and interviews. Then there is Jake Hanna. Jake Hanna is the COO and co-founder of SX and sportx. Jake entered the blockchain space full-time in 2017, running staking and market-making strategies for next-gen blockchain. He manages the operations of a DeFi protocol with 25,000 monthly transactions. Prior to that, he worked in the operations department of CIBC Bank. Julian Wilson, CTO and another co-founder. He's one of the leading Layer 2 blockchain engineers in the world. Julian has designed, built, and deployed a network of smart contracts and facilitated over $100 million in DeFi transactions. Julian is one of the only developers in the world to have built a successful DeFi application in blockchain. Prior to SX, you'll see a keynote here. Julian worked on the trading floor of the Bank of Montreal as a developer. And that's where the SX journey really was born. I'm not saying this in a negative way or anything, but I can really see Andrew Young on a trading floor. He's got the look. Got that Wolf of Wall Street vibe. Digging into sportx a little bit more, some highlights from their monthly community update, which I think those kind of updates are very cool. The sportx project volume grew 40% in January to a new record high of 22.6 million. The sportx volume has been growing 12.5% per month over the last 12 months. And we look at these charts, it's fantastic growth. But not only that, the community fund continues to grow, hitting a new record high of 1.86 million in non-SX crypto assets, including SX. It sits at around $40 million right now, and that's impressive. I think it's really critical that they expand into non-SX holdings. That's one of the biggest advice pieces that anyone who knows anything gives to basically treasuries. Don't just be sitting entirely in your own token. If it goes down, it's, you know, your whole treasury is nuked. Get into stable coins, diversify, grab a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum. It just, you have a diversified portfolio like you would if you were personally investing as well. Personally, I like projects like this. They have a use case and they also build out Dapps, decentralized applications. And I think at face value, it's not as immediately exciting. You're not like, oh, you know, with this and it's going to the moon. I mean, you could shill it that way, but obviously my goal is to never show you anything. You know, we bring third-party reviews and tutorials and just have fun here on the channel, right? But I think like at face value, it looks a little techy, maybe like a little boring, but if you look at the actual numbers here, right, they have a basic use case. They're built on top of a chain that's basically built on top of a chain that almost everything in crypto revolves around, okay? And their volume in their initial DAPP here, their decentralized application, sportx, continues to grow month over month over month. They've generated a self-funding treasury and they're diversifying into non-SX tokens into that treasury. The more they build, the more just anti-fragile they become. And that kind of creates value. So the time of recording this video, the market cap for this project per CoinGecko is $35 million. We can look back in a year, maybe it's 35 billion, maybe it's 350,000. Time will tell, but I'm very interested to see where they can take it. I'm also interested to see where you can take that finger, because I want it on the mouse. I want it clicking, because I want you to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts on SX, and well, what you want us to cover on the next video. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If people tune in and watch the videos all the way through, it's incredible. It makes just all the difference. This isn't some lame, you know, I'm just saying this, like, seriously, thank you. Without you, the viewer, this channel's nothing, and I'm not too arrogant to not see that. So thanks for watching. We're uploading daily. I'll see you tomorrow. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money. I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.
Is